Hello and welcome to this demo of how the net.vote system is applicable to online media. We're looking at a simple article by a Dutch online magazine, and we notice that the names of the entities, of the topics, of the heroes of the article are highlighted right within it. By clicking on each one of these, we immediately get a window without leaving the article that allows any reader to express their sentiment right then and there about this particular person or entity that the article is about. Each interaction shows to each reader if most people agree with them or not, but in addition to that, the editor, who is in full control of what to activate to be voted on within the article, can ask follow-up questions that are triggered depending on the sentiment that was shared. In this particular case, we can ask the reader if they would like to receive an automatic email next time this media writes an article about this person, Max Verstappen. But if in fact we said that we do not like Max Verstappen, we will not be asked whether to receive an email alert next time there's an article about him. By reading about Monaco within this article, we might think that Monaco seems like a very cool place. And if we indicate that by sliding the ball upwards, we can get a prompt to get a discount code for a vacation in Monaco. This is an example of how the media can measure intent and actually generate leads that can be then resold onto their advertising or marketing partners. The technology works in any HTML environment on any language. We see here a mock-up of a Guardian article that allows us to rate, for example, FBI right within it. This is a way to increase engagement, to make sure that your readers not only spend more time on your site, but actually that the opinion you form throughout your content can be measured right then and there, and people can become active participants on the topics you discuss in your articles instead of mere readers. Data so far suggests that even without any marketing, people are more likely to click and follow the instructions to vote on the topics of these articles than they are to write comments in a comment section. Moreover, the system is protected from any bot input because a registration is a one-time ask for any individual to participate, and there's many other systems for security in place. Once the data is gathered, for example, here we see the leading Bulgarian online news article, and this is not a mock-up, this is a live article that allows people to rate the Prime Minister and another politician right within it. The data is made available in real time to your editorial staff via our dashboard, as well as via data sharing API that can simply send all the data directly to your preferred dashboard or other measurement systems. The dashboard is made to look as simple as possible at first glance. We see an overview of all the topics that we've made active per media outlet within our group. And we can filter this by most votes, least votes, highest rated, lowest rated. We can also select the time range to see the data in bulk. Here we'll select a couple of months worth of data, and we'll say show it to me by most votes. So we see that this person, or this topic rather, has received the highest amount of votes, and the trend is somewhat negative. If we click on them, we'll see several graphs. First and foremost, the average sentiment over time, and the beauty of this is that the data is referred to the person, in this case a politician, so it is sourced from all articles that mention him and on which voting is enabled. We see that most votes came from September the 15th, and on that particular occasion, because all graphs are color coded, we see that obviously people not only voted for the guy but also liked him very much. We see on September 26th, however, that a lot of people again voted for him, but then the average vote was only 7 instead of 10. We also see the breakdown per age group, so here we can notice that a lot of people over 55 years of age voted for him, but in general they voted lower. We see it by gender and by location as well. We can click on the button to display these votes on a map that is fully zoomable, and we can notice that on average a lot of the votes came from Bulgaria, and let's say on the eastern side of Bulgaria he's less popular than on the western side. We can also explore additional analysis by clicking the detailed analysis button, hiding the column here, and this is what we call the visual exploration engine, which is only for advanced users or people who want to delve deeper into the data. We have the full list of variables on the left, and we simply need to drag and drop any of them to say, all right, put the gender data on the y-axis, and then the system applies all standard statistical formulas on the various combinations of the variables from within the dataset. So the editor or person who's using the tool can explore the dataset visually, and when they notice something that is interesting, for example, gender versus country, they can click a button and tell to the system, all right, use these two variables now and show me more about it. In general, part of the value that comes for any media company from this can be threefold. One, increasing the engagement with your readers. Two, turning your readership into an active community and giving your readers another brand new reason to come and not only consume your content but actually react to it. So they will come and read it because they know that on your media they can not only read it passively but also take part in the topics and externalize their opinion and emotions in a way that does not require typing or reading, but rather is much quicker and easier to use. Two, your editors will see qualitative data on top of the quantitative data you already have, meaning that you'll not only be able to see how many people read an article or your online content overall, but what type of people they are, not only their demographic profile, but even a psychographic profile, and what we see as very important, the sentiment and how it changes over time about the same topic from the various articles that discuss it. Last but not least, you'll be able to share with your advertisers and other partners that not only is your audience of this type and magnitude, but also that they already have a positive sentiment about their brands or products or areas of activity in general. Thank you very much, and if you'd like a detailed demo, please feel free to get in touch. Last but not least, a real quick overview of what it takes to enable the technology. It's as simple as copy and pasting this line of code that simply calls our technology onto your website. This line of code that tells it how visually the topics you activate to be voted on need to look like, and then you need to put this around any topic that you want to make active for voting, which can be turned in a simple button in your content management system of choice. All of this does not affect your overall website's performance in any way, because all additional content is super light, only kilobytes in total, and is loaded only once the end user, meaning your reader, actually clicks on the button to indicate that they want to express their opinion. You can also specify the language in which the interface is loaded and whether or not to uh, load additional topics after the one that they clicked on. Thank you very much for your time and interest.